much of anything. You just missed me almost flawlessly getting all the words for Sayori's poems. Or her poem words. Okay, well. Yeah, so unfortunately. But basically, I'm just gonna kind of go back to sort of how I did this in the original game. Albeit kind of modified. So I guess... Okay, that's my phone again. Oh! Well, I'm already off to a good start. Nope, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, so it is a good thing I made that save. Although... Oy, oy, oy. Let's see, 8 minutes ago... Okay, well... Yeah, unfortunately I realized only too late that the stream was cutting out. So... Okay, well, let me... Gosh, I don't even remember if... Okay, I guess maybe just to make my life just a little bit easier... Let me see if I can get it on my phone. Oh, Prima Games. Well, the Prima Guides. Okay, well, if it'll load. Okay, well, this is actually edited a lot nicer. So I might just leave this here. What the? Oh my... Jeez. Stop. Stop reloading. Okay, what was I gonna get here? Lollipop, I have a feeling that it belongs to Natsuki. Yeah, I think so. Anime. Okay, no. Candy. Ocean. There we go, ocean. Fireflies, I think I picked that one. Yes, I did. Incapable. I don't... Or is it? No, it's not. Okay. That, not that. Gosh, I don't know. Let's see here. Jump? Actually, no. I think that's a Natsuki word. Yes, it is. Okay, well, now my main phone is almost out of battery, so I'm gonna have to switch over to that. I guess I'm gonna have to assume that... Well, I'm gonna have to hope and assume that nobody is going to be chatting with me on my Twitch chat. I don't think anyone... Well, I haven't even looked right now, but... Gosh dang it. What is the word here that I... Promise. Is that one? Yes, it is. Okay, unrequited. Chocolate? Okay, let's see. Yeah, chocolate isn't. Precious? Actually, yes. Okay, let me check the chat real quick. Well, luckily you did not miss a whole lot. You just missed the Vanilla Act 1. And like I said, you just missed me almost flawlessly getting Sayori's words on the first go about. Okay, well luckily though, I think I found a better guide. What I think happened was when I went onto Steam, it just really messed up my system a little bit. And yeah, exactly, that's why the text box, I made it so giant. Which, yeah, people did kind of say something about that, but I did not think it was going to be that tiny. Let's see, you have the game's resolution of 720p on... Let's see, the Steam or the PC version. Huh. I don't know. And unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure how to really fumble around with that. Because, let's see, if I go here real quick... Like, this is about as big as I can make the text box here. So... there's really not a whole lot I can do about that. I don't know if it would be better on the PS4 version or the Steam version. Those are the only two versions those are the two other versions I have of the game, so... I just kind of figured for my sanity, I would just use the Switch version. Let's see here. You can set the resolution in the settings menu. Well, yeah, it would seem as though it's capped out at my monitor's native resolution. Well, yeah, so then it looks as though I'm gonna have to work with it this way. So, well. Yeah, so we're gonna have these giant text boxes, and, well, luckily I do have the option of, you know, toggling that on and off. That way I can go ahead and make my stupid jokes about stupid sexy Monica doing the pose, or anything else, I guess. It's a small price to pay, I suppose. But that is rather disappointing, though, that the... Yeah, I think it was only the Switch version that I heard people complain about having the text be tiny. I don't know if for lulz I'll just fire up the PS4 version later on and see if I have that problem there. Although at this point, like, yeah, since I've started the Switch version, I'm gonna be kind of trying to stick with that one. Let's see, you can hide this... Well, actually, yeah, I can do that. Like, see? That part I already figured out. But anyway, well, let's see. So... I have gone ahead and I've pretty much started on Sayori's route now. And, oh. That autosave is going to be kind of distracting for me, though. Well, I guess I'll work with it. Or... you know what? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna be kind of... Let's see, it's essentially the same as pressing H in regular Ren'Py. Okay, well, that's good to know. I actually never knew you could use H. I've only ever used the right click. Okay, well, let me just move all this stuff out of the way, and... Well, I am going to be officially starting on the notebook here. Well, not the notebook, the movie, I mean my notebook that I've used for nearly every single DDLC related thing here. Okay, well. So... DDLC plus. So I guess save 1 is going to be the autosave. Save 2, I'm going to call it... what should I call it? Okay, I'm going to call it base point. Base point 1. Save 3, I guess, will be Natsuki. Save 4 will be Sayori. And let's see, save... I guess save 5 will be Yuri's. Yeah, so I'm gonna more or less modify how I did this in the original game. And I would say, well, in other cases, I would say to look at those videos just to get an idea of what I'm talking about, but since I hate those videos, and I kind of want people to forget about them, even though I mention them so much, like, yeah, so, okay. This'll be... Yeah, so save 4 is going to be for Sayori. Or, no, wait, no. Actually, it doesn't matter. Oops. I'm so lost. Okay, anyway, now that we have that taken care of and I have my notes straight. Hi again, Daniel. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. For you, Monica, I'd only ever be running towards you, or I don't know. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I technically can't say, "Aw, what the hell," because this is the original game. So they're not really making a sort of joke or reference to that. But, okay, well. Thanks for keeping your promise, Daniel. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Come on, Natsuki, give me some slacks. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Okay, here we go. Here's one for the history books. Or, well, at least my history books. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Daniel always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. And apparently Pokemon went live. Is that so? Let me see here. And yep, manga is literature. Let's see, if they end up porting this version of mobile... Oh, definitely. I can imagine that being a problem. Well, at least as far as I know, they haven't announced that yet. I don't know if they've considered that. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, well... I guess another problem, or well, at least something I would imagine might be a bit of an obstacle, would just be optimization. Longtime viewers of my YouTube channel might be aware of my grievances with a certain mobile version of Crush Crush, the dating simulator game. And... dang it, the stupid wire got stuck on my microphone there. Alright. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. So jealous that I might... Okay, no. How come? You and Daniel can become good friends, too. Well, not in this particular route. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yes, Sayori. Well, not just me, but Yuri as well. Let's see. There are hidden text strings that point to Google Play games in DDLC+ files. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So then, I guess... Well, who knows? Maybe it is possible. It's not completely out of the question. I don't know, I guess since I've never heard of them possibly doing that... Like, I don't even know if this game is even out on Xbox One, even though... Well, most people know that I don't really care much about the Xbox brand, but... You know, I've always noticed how a lot of games like these typically come out on multi-platforms. But so far the only ones I've noticed are PC, so Steam and Epic Game Store, Switch, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. When I saw that there was at least no physical version for the Xbox, I was like, okay, so there is a version for the Xbox, okay. Alright, good to know, that way. So then I guess the only one left would be a mobile version, and possibly Android might be the next step up from that. Or, well, specifically the Google Play Store. Okay, anyway, let's see, where was I? Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Huh? Me? No, the other Daniel, and... Well, I guess technically I'm the other Daniel. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Maybe it's a monkey! No. I don't think Yuri would be able to bring a monkey to school. Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. I guess it's all up to me! Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Even if it isn't a monkey. Is that so? Yes, it is so. There can only be one Daniel. Well, then I guess tell that to the at least 10 other Daniels that I've met in my lifetime. And then, well, and that's not including all the other Daniels that are out there that I haven't met. Like the Daniel that runs the Transformers Slag podcast. Or actor Daniel Day-Lewis. Or... yeah, I don't know. Right now. I know that there's plenty. Yeah, I will make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. It's the MacGuffin book! I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. And I know that you're never ever going to revisit this book ever again, so I guess it really didn't matter in the end. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Because it's Yuri. It's the funny lady. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Because I don't read books! Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this! No, he won't. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Well, you're gonna have to keep waiting because... we're never gonna hear much about him reading this book ever again. Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Nope, we're just gonna go ahead and wait for wacky anime shenanigans to kick in for us. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Oh boy, I get to go reading again! Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Because she's rummaging around in the closet! Wait, let's see. Yeah, I don't think she would be allowed to bring them. I'm pretty sure, like, even though the principal doesn't exist in this game, he probably would have a few words about that. Alright. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. It's okay, I'm used to it. I'll just go into my corner and cry. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? See, he's already forgotten about the MacGuffin book. Okay, never mind. He remembered it. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. From all those video games and anime, man. I could probably fall asleep right now. I closed my eyes and ended up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is, the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Well, as opposed to being too dense and not developed enough. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. She's smarter than you give her credit for. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. I need food! Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Those beautiful blue eyes. Ah! Or, ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. And I get to stare into those beautiful blue eyes of hers. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry! Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all.
It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
I'm still waiting on Doki Doki Napping Club. Does our school have a napping club? Okay, let's make a list of the mods I'm still waiting for people to create. I'm waiting on Doki Doki Napping Club, and I'm waiting for Doki Doki Go Home Club. I don't know if Go Home Club exists. I thought it did, but I haven't looked lately.
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Stop thinking about the anime waifus for once. Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I don't want people to think I'm some kind of weeb. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. I especially don't want Monica to think badly about me.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
It's what I do. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Oh boy, here comes this part.
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How is it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. You'll thank me for this later. So yep, we have this famous scene again.
This is so funny.
What are you talking about? Yuri's the funny lady. What is?
Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Yep, you're... Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
When did you buy it? Sigh, because I'm Lucy Loud. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
And I get to say this for I don't even know what time it is anymore. Maybe this is the 5th time or 6th time I've had to say that. Don't say that out loud! Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? Because she never has it buttoned up like that!
But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all!
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better!
Sayori pulls her arms out and twirls around. Spinning around, get out of my way, and... Damn, I wish I could remember that song. And I know I referenced it in my original video. Let's see, I'm spinning around, get out of my way, I've got the feeling, and... Or, see, I don't even remember. Okay, well, blah.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because... I don't want a boyfriend, I want you! If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things! You're gonna make me feel weird!
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Yare yare daze. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. Yes, dear. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Let me see here. It's funny because there exist sprites of her... Really? God, that's gonna be so weird to see. Yeah, because I'm kind of with him on this one. It is weird seeing... Or just the thought of her having her blazer buttoned all the way up. Because, at least, you never see her with her blazer buttoned up like that, but... You know, now that I think about it, it's like... God, that's gonna be so weird. Just to see that. Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. Be my alarm clock.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Dang it, stupid sexy Monica. We were having a moment here. Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay!
So happy.
Daniel, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yes I did. It's totally not like in Exit Music when I forgot all those times. Or Blue Skies. Yeah. My relaxation ends. And it's over. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Huh. Sasora is live. Interesting.
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Okay. So, maybe in typical fashion of mine, I'll just head on down the line. So, by process of elimination, we're gonna go see what Sayori has first. I'm most definitely comfortable sharing with Sayori first. Sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. She won't laugh at me!
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Daniel!
Huh?
I love it!
But it's just 20 random words.
I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I just picked a bunch of random words from a word bank that showed up out of nowhere. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't.
Well, maybe that's why. Or maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Daniel poem!
It's a Daniel poem. And, oh, what do I have here? Loading, loading, loading. Load faster, Pokey, and oh my god. I see it, and this just looks so weird. Yeah, I'm just here like, it just looks so weird to me. Man, I can't even think of, like, I can't think of anything else I can compare this to. It's like seeing Rosalina's other eye. I don't know. I really can't think of anything else that you're not really, or not that you're not supposed to see it, but it's just so weird because you never see it. Let's see, you can blame Soldat. Well, I mean, I'm not blaming him, I'm just saying that it's just weird seeing it because I've never seen that. Especially because if you think about it, after 4 years of playing this game, I'm used to seeing this. With her buttons all undone there. So to see her with her buttons done up like that, it's like, oh my god, what is this? Like, does this even exist? Okay, well, let's see. Okay.
It's a Daniel poem. And that makes it extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. I'm really feeling it!
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Sayori, do I need to leave you in the paper alone now and give you some privacy? Okay, guys, we need to leave Sayori alone now. I don't know what she and this paper are gonna do. Okay, no. You're so weird, Sayori. You're really weird.
I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Not necessarily, I mean, you could just be standing in front of the club room at her at any time. Kind of like how in other mods where various other versions of you have been in this exact same club room without ever being part of this club. Yep, so... Your logic is invalid! Well, of course. Of course! Man. Oh, hey, Elliot. Yep. It seems you finally caught me in the middle of one of my streams. Oh, wait, and Monkey? Oh, psst. Let's see, Donkey Kong or King Kong? I was thinking more so Optimus Primal, but maybe Donkey Kong. And, okay, you're watching at work. Well, hopefully it's not too distracting, I guess. I just feel bad, I just hope I'm not really taking away from your work. But, okay, well, let me see, where was I? Oh, right, of course. I'm not really into it, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Daniel. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know?
Oh my god, the foreshadowing.
Try new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Yeah, he's basically just here to meet some cute girls and fall in love and... you know. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay!
So happy.
Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Okay, well, as long as I'm not distracting you, then... yeah. Just because I feel... it just makes me feel kind of weird when people say, yeah, I'm watching your videos while I'm at work or I'm at school, or this one guy who said that he was going to be playing one of my mods instead of doing his homework, and I'm here oh my... don't tell me that, then you're going to make me feel awful. Especially because I don't want to take away from your school or your work or anything. But, okay, well. We'll see about that. Okay, press A to continue. And, Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you still asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad.
I want breakfast!
Sayori, this is just a guess, but... did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Yes. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, don't be mean, and... yeah, well... I was kind of going into this a little bit in Exit Music Redux, but... so, I guess... just random piece of trivia here, but... I was kind of building off of this in one of my mods. Let's see, you think the sprite I'm using for my mod is cursed, according to... Really? Oh, and well, later, Elliot. Let's see, so... well... is it the Sayori as an adult mod? At least, that was the one I thought you were working on, and... well... I don't know. If it's what I'm thinking it is, then... I don't think it's... well, at least I wouldn't think it's cursed. Okay, well, what was I gonna say? Right, so apparently... this whole thing about how he treats her and whatever, like how apparently their relationship would not work out in real life, according to this writers group I'm in that I showed them to. Or that I showed a part of the mod I'm working on. And what was it? Like how apparently MC is very mean-spirited and just mean to her in general, and Sayori is like lost in fantasy and... Huh. I don't think that's cursed. Of course, I've seen this sprite many times when it was used as Sayori's mom. In fact, wait. This is Sayori's mom, isn't it? Just without her glasses. Yeah, I don't think this is cursed at all. In fact, I guess if I'm being honest, I actually like the way she looks in these sprites. Although, of course, there is some record of me saying that Sayori's mom has got it going on, so... Okay, yeah, so that was used as adult Sayori. And I think Drecknought... I can never say his name and I feel awful. Drecknought used that as his adult Sayori in his videos, so... I mean... Like... Yeah, I mean... Maybe it's just me being kind of biased, but I mean, I do like the mom Sayori, or the Sayori's mom sprite, so... I don't think it's very cursed at all. Of course, then again, you could also say that's maybe because a lot of this is... a lot of these outfits are reused from Monica, other outfits that Monica has. Let's see, I've sent those as reference images for Black Rabbit. Oh, okay, well... It'll be interesting to see that once it comes out. Well, I mean, not just the menu, but I mean the mod itself, really. But anyway, well... So, if you take the fact that I have my not-so-secret crush on Monica, and then I guess just the whole thing that I feel about how Sayori's mom has got it going on, then yeah, it's not very cursed at all to me. In fact, like, I think, yeah, the white dress that Mom Yori has, that was from Ryusei Draws, and I've used that sprite in Tainted Love. At least, well, the Monica version of that sprite. So, I mean, at the very least, it's like these sprites I've seen a few times around the block, so... But anyway, well, what was I saying? So... Yeah, so according to my writers group, this relationship between Sayori and MC, like, should not exist in the way it does. But then, I mean, I only read them a snippet of Doki Doki Night Nurse, and it was basically just them kind of bantering about it, and I only had a 5-minute time limit to present that to them, so at the very least, I don't think it really did justice just to show the kind of friendship that they have. So... I mean, I guess, yeah, on the surface, it does seem like he is kind of mean, and that Sayori is kind of lost in fantasy, but... I mean, considering I know this game a bit more than they do, because they've never heard of DDLC, I kind of know that there's more to it than that. Like, in a sense, they've been friends long enough to kind of where they can kind of joke around like that. Although MC does kind of realize, like, here and there, eventually, like, you know, like, maybe I shouldn't really, like, I've been so oblivious to this, and yada yada, but we'll get to that later. I still tried my best. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. You see what I mean? Like, he's kind of like making these little barbs at her, but he's not doing it to be mean-spirited. And he's not intentionally trying to be mean. He's just kind of like, that's how they joke around and whatever. But yeah, I guess the people in my writers group, I kind of built off of this a little bit, and I kind of kept that same spirit of it. And they just went and told me, like, yeah, nope, this guy's a total jerk, and she needs to find someone better. Like, okay, well, I can't really do much about that. And I can't really introduce them to the magical world of DDLC in 5 minutes, so... It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
No. I mean, yes. Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. I'll be looking forward to this. Okay, next we're gonna go with the grumpy one.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
What's that supposed to mean? That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
I mean, it is 20 random words, so what can I really say? So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. So you have chosen death.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Sigh.
Okay, apparently she's also Lucy Loud.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. You am? Okay, no. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because.
Because it's not a good enough answer.
Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poem? But isn't the point of poem... Oh my... But isn't the point of poems for people... Is this actually... But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Something about this just doesn't sound right. I'm like, here I go again correcting the grammar of the official game. To me, it would sound a little more natural if he said, but isn't the point of poems... But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? You know, it feels like there's a word missing here. Okay, well, I'm just gonna read it how it is. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? I don't know, it just feels like there's something missing. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
Uh-huh.
Like when I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
Yeah, it really emphasizes that. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Okay, well, so that line is still in the game. I know that they apparently took out the line where, like right at the start where Sayori takes him to the club room and he's like, I'm in a spot in the room that, or I'm in a spot in the school that I rarely visit. And then he said in the original game something about how the rooms were usually for upperclassmen, third years, and something like that, and well, they took that out. But this one, of course, this one stayed here, so... I forgot. Well, I know it was from one of Illyria's clips, how it's like, no, well, Natsuki's... She's just a few months younger than everyone, you know? She's just this, and that, and... Okay, well... Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay. Next, we are going to talk to the funny lady. Yuri stares at the poem. It's awful, isn't it? A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
Hold on, what's going on? If you're stuck in the middle, come along. Okay, no. It's gonna be so weird when I can't do my cutaway gags. Oh, of course, even if I could, I mean, obviously, Cascada would get me DMCA'd in a heartbeat.
Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through those myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Unfortunately, my stammering isn't completely gone.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things.
Gosh, I think I'm getting a little lightheaded from doing the Yuri voice. Then again, it's been a while since I've had to speak in the Yuri voice for an extended amount of time that I have for myself.
I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
A little bit biased, though. Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I don't want Natsuki to come kill me in my sleep. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Or maybe all three. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do.
So happy.
I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. I imagine it is, though. She doesn't get to share her writing, or her thoughts probably as much. Which itself is kind of funny. The funny. You know, ironically though, Yuri has not once done the funny. Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna make up for this travesty right now. There. There's Yuri doing the funny. There. Okay, well, I guess enjoy the funny lady for just a little bit. I'm gonna, yeah, let me just switch back over. But yeah, it's kind of weird how, well, it's a little bit weird to me just because she hasn't done that expression at all yet in this game so far. Okay, anyway, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? And that's why I ask, like, what did they do in this club before MC joined? Well, who knows, maybe we might find that out in these side stories. Okay, Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I must have such terrible handwriting.
Okay, I don't know about that sentence, but... well, you get the idea. I feel like there needs to be like a comma or a semicolon there. Gosh, I feel awful. Well, I keep saying it, but yeah, I feel awful because this is the official game here, and I'm here like... I'm nitpicking it like, oh no, and I mean... I would like to imagine that I'm probably just wrong and I'm overthinking it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, that's because the text is so tiny in this version of the game, you know, so it's gonna take me a while to read things. Well, I just don't read script very often. Especially when it's script for ants! I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
Oh, what a relief it is. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost theory?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Daniel.
Really? I must be an idiot. I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Most impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
She's counting on me. Okay. I wonder who I should show my poem to next. Okay, well.
Hi, Daniel. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Stupid sexy Monica, don't laugh at me.
Don't worry, Daniel. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's a sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. The more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. I hand Monica my poem. Okay, now.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
No, I'm not writing this poem to make Sayori fall in love with me!
I mean, what?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common.
Well... We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being.
Yep, that's what I got from that whole scene earlier.
Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes playing with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. it could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
It's funny that you say that.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always have to feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. So basically, fake it till you make it. God, I'm so... Okay, well, let's see, hole in the wall. Or hole in wall. Okay, well... Have I been reading the title wrong this whole time, then? I always thought it was hole in the wall. Oh well. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. Okay, well, maybe I might just go ahead and stop the stream after we finish the first day here. So, we're almost done, though. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. You might as well go ask a brick wall for better feedback. Well... Gosh, why am I... Well, to be fair, I guess I kind of had a bit of a long day as well.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays.
Alright.
That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
You wouldn't understand that. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway...
Oh boy, it's my favorite time of the day!
Here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
And since I'm far away from my notebook, I'm not going to bother anymore. Yeah, there's more humor for you from the old videos, that I'm sure. Yeah, I can't help it though. I mean, since those videos were like the very beginning of my channel, even though I hate them, they are... That video series is pretty much like where my roots are, so I can't totally ignore them. Anyway, yeah, so
here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Dang it. Man, I am... Okay, well, we're almost done here. I just have to keep going a little bit more.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later.
So kind of like what my history teacher used to say, like way back in the day. Well, he specifically said it about like when you're typing something. You know, to just type out whatever and then you can kind of go back and fix it up later. Versus like, and he kind of used the analogy of like, instead of like being married to the words that you write physically on a paper, in pen definitely, but also paper to a lesser extent, because even if you can erase whatever, you know, you might, like, especially say that you've already gotten like 2 paragraphs in and then you go back to the first paragraph and you're like, oh man, I want to word this better. Well then, you can erase that and whatever, but then you're still kind of confined to the space that you're left with. And say that what you're thinking of might take up more space than what's there. Then obviously it's just gonna look like a mess. Or if what you say is gonna take less space, then you're gonna have this big old gap in the middle of the paragraph. Okay, well anyway, yeah, so
another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Sailor Moon says, God, like I said, it's gonna feel so weird without the cutaway gags. Okay, well, I think I might actually just go ahead and... where's the... Yeah, I think I might just actually go ahead and stop it here for now. Because I'm, like, yawning like crazy. And I never really do that a whole lot. Alright. So... let's see. Well, technically, yeah, the last stream I did was like 55 minutes or so. I don't know how long this one is. But I guess overall, I've done about 2 hours of this game, which... it's almost par for the course for the old Let's Play that I did. Which was, like, what, 13 episodes? Especially if we include the episode 8 that was, like, one of the longest videos I ever made in the history of this channel. Okay, anyway, well, so I guess we'll pick up from here, and veterans of the game pretty much already know what we're going to be going for here. But alright, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with whatever else I do. And, okay, well, let me just... okay, one last time. And I'm not talking about the Ariana Grande song. I just need to make sure I have my notes here. So save 1 we've already established is the autosave. Save 2 is my base point in case I ever need to go back anywhere. Save 3 is going to be where I go for Natsuki. Save 4 I've dedicated to Sayori, and then save 5 I'm going to dedicate to Yuri. In fact, I guess let me just make a bit of a note here. Start and copy that. So we're gonna have it for both. Yeah, so base point 1, and then, yeah, just... so, for the love of all that is good, I need to make sure that save 2 does not get overwritten. Okay, anyway, like I said, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time with whatever else I do. Stay golden, and later, folks.